So this is a video I've thinking about making for quite a while, but I just never got around to it until now. So there's just been a problem going around on the internet for a while, and I'm not going to name names, but you know which content creators I'm talking about. So they always they watch TV shows, they do movies and comics, and they look at those and they say that they're woke. And I'm tired of hearing that. Every time that there is a person of color or someone that is transgender, a different race, uh, a different gender, different sexual orientation, all of that, they just say it's woke just for having that. And they say they're shoving it down our throats. Well, guess what? If that's the case, they've been shoving white men down our throats the entire time. So, and it's fascinating because the Marvels trailer, it came out very recently, and people have been saying, hey, that's woke, how stupid. And I say, what was so woke about it? It wasn't preaching a message. All it did was have 3 leading women. So, apparently, it's those internet trolls just don't like seeing women leading. They don't like seeing women in power. They feel threatened by that. So that's what I feel is very, very off. Because saying that, and now it's getting woke is getting a bad rep. Now, I could, honestly, the word woke for these kinds of things is fine, but now it's just getting a bad rep because of this. And I had 2 very different conversations about this topic. And I won't go into detail with them, but one was one side about how woke was kind of bad, but one where it was fine. And, like, the first Captain Marvel movie, that's the one moment where Carol, I don't remember what she did. I think she, like, squeezed that guy's hand hard, and, they, and in one conversation, it was complained that she's supposed to be protecting people, not hurting them, and that they purposely just threw that scene in there to show that men are creepy. And, well, that's just how it is. Sometimes men are creepy, and she's a woman. She's going to defend herself. And apparently he doesn't remember that in Homecoming, Spider-Man literally assaulted a dude that was just trying to get into his own car, but nobody says anything. And Loki committed genocide and killed 80 people in 2 days, but they don't care. Fans just don't care. But Wanda was being influenced by the Darkhold. She was possessed, corrupted, and killed people. And then they devote their entire lives to hating her. I'm starting to see a pattern, do you? There's people that say that Miles Morales is just a copy-paste of Peter Parker made for woke points. And to that I say, what are you on? Because if you actually looked at a fucking comic, you'll know that Miles Morales is his own person and not just Peter Parker, but black. This entire thing, it's getting stupid. The only thing Miles Morales and Peter have in common are the name and similar origin stories. Not even the same, similar. Because I don't remember Peter having both of his parents alive, having an uncle that is a supervillain, and having to watch a superhero die. Do you? Because I don't. Because I don't know what stories you're watching, because it's clearly not the same. And people complaining that Tim Drake and John Kent were made bisexual. And, well, the thing is, does that rewrite their character's history? Does it completely tear down their characters? No. All it does is add another layer to it. But people can't accept it because it's woke. And I really, truly do not see what the problem is. I even talked to someone and said that making them bisexual was ruining their character. And I asked him, do you even know which Robin and Superman that is? And he asked, there's more than one? How can a character you never even knew be ruined by this? It shows you don't know anything. There are those people that just try to argue about, oh, comics, but they've never actually read one in their lives. So, and honestly, I haven't read that many of them, but I'm not going to try and argue about this thing, only about the stuff that I know about it. And I honestly, you know what? I'm just going to say this right now. Dreamer from Supergirl, Nicole Maines, best part of that show. And bringing the character into the comics was probably one of the best decisions that DC has made in a long time. Now, I mainly said that to scare away the trolls, but it is how I feel. That is my honest opinion of the character. And you know what? I stand by that. People complain about, oh, the MCU. Well, guess what? I don't care. I like that. MCU, I'm all for it. Because I don't really see the bad part of having more leading women. But for some reason, a bunch of insecure men that feel threatened by women in power just don't like that. Honestly, I don't have a script for this. I just pulled out something and started recording, so that's why all of this is kind of all over the place. But another thing is, hang on, sorry. People always constantly complain about race swapping, but truly, what does about how white characters are played by actors of color? Now, I don't see what the problem is, because with these characters, is them being white literally part of their character? And if so, does it define them? No, it doesn't most of the time. And in fact, people complain, like, especially with gingers, redheads are replaced in adaptations with actors of color. And you know what? To that I say, do it more. Go ahead. Like Jimmy Olsen in Supergirl, Carrie Kelly in Gotham Knights, all of that. Ariel, even. Redheads replaced with black actors. Do it more. I see that as a good thing. And another thing about Peach in the Mario movie, people were complaining about her character. Because why? What was so bad about it? She was a badass? And instead of just the damsel in distress she was for a long time in the games? Why? What's the problem? If anything, her character is better now because of that. Now, another thing is the Blue Beetle trailer. People got mad at the whole Batman is a fascist line. Now, I need to say this right now, because those who did get mad at it can't seem to comprehend what a joke is. So, guess what? It was a fucking joke. It was a fucking joke. But for some reason, people can't comprehend that. And that led to them getting mad, saying that it was just that they're just trying to tear down Batman, and they're making a mockery of all their actual heroes, as they say. And the truth is, again, it was a joke, a one-off joke that was made at the end of the trailer, just because they wanted to end the trailer on a joke. It really meant nothing. it won't have any bearing on Blue Beetle. I'm willing to bet that it has no bearing on the Blue Beetle movie as a whole. It's probably going to be a one-off line. I wouldn't even be surprised if in the final movie it's just not even in there at all. And another thing, the Across the Spider-Verse trailer, the most recent one, people are mad that there was a protect trans kids flag in there. I truly do not see the problem. I don't understand why people could be upset about this. Is the idea of protecting trans kids bad to you? It's not to me. And it shouldn't be. I like that idea, protecting trans kids. I like the idea of including people, being inclusive and diverse. Now, this isn't to say that actual criticisms can't be made about this, and those that actually do have level heads and actual real criticisms about stuff that's considered woke, I respect those people, and I respect them as a content creator, if I necessarily call myself that, but they're the kind of content creator I aspire to be, and for those that want to make similar videos and similar content, for me, in my honest opinion, they should be the content creators that they look up to. Now, like I said, I did this without a script, so I'm a little, not right, but, every time I hear it, people complain about something being woke. It's getting old. Because it just makes you sound like you just don't want to see a certain something just because it exists. Well, it does. It exists. Apparently, you need to deal with that. And you know what? If you truly are like complete anti-woke, then dislike this video and get off. I don't want you on my channel. You're not welcome here. And there's people that say that they're forcing a woke agenda on us, and they constantly say this all the time. So they really just, because while they complain about an agenda being forced down our throats, they didn't know that they have started pushing an agenda. Theirs is just an anti-woke agenda. They just don't know it. They just don't know that they're pushing their agenda. That's the thing with them. They're tired of hearing all this wokeness. Well, guess what? I am tired of hearing all this anti-woke. Seriously. It's getting stupid. It's getting ridiculous. There's no need for it. And it's a constant and I do think it's a real problem. It's something that can actually influence like people that view these channels and these content creators, and that's not something I want. That's it's not very a good healthy mindset to hate something just for existing. Now, if you have a real reason other than it's woke, sure, I will be open to your criticism. But if you're just nitpicking or just saying it's woke, you're just nitpicking that just to find every small detail, just to call something bad, because truly you have no other reason other than it's woke, well then I don't know. You're pathetic. That's what you are. That's the truth. At least that's what I think is the truth. It's pathetic. It's weak. That's all. Thank you for watching.